Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Thursday, the 17th of November, 2022. Take two. It was a power cut when I was making the first one. So let's try it again, see if the same cards come out, because I was 10 minutes into it, but I lost the whole video. So there we go. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. In that, I give mini reads for donations. If you've got a question for your higher self, or you want guidance for a particular area in your life or a particular relationship in your life, come along in there. Would love to see you. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there as well. I get them out within 48 hours of you ordering them, so I only make a few available each day. But I do tend to make some available each day. So if it says that it's all sold out, just check back day or so later. What have we got in the energies today? We have the Grace card. So things really flowing today. You might feel like the luckiest person in the world today. It's going well. Let's find out what else. That is a lot of cards. We have an adventure. You might be going on an adventure. Cuddles. An emotional adventure maybe. Imagination. And paradox. Something weird about it. Yeah, it could be a new emotional adventure today that's in the flow, but there's something paradoxical about it. I don't know what that could be, the paradox. Let's see, what else? What else in the energies today? Dive. You might have to dive into something. This could be about the emotions as well, a deeper dive into emotions. And perseverance, stay the course. For some of you, you're calling in a deeper emotional experience, and it's kind of flowing. There's a spider. Did you see that then? It's in the flow. It's kind of flowing forward, but you might need to persevere a little longer with it. Okay, let's see. What's in the energies today? We've got the Hanged Man. This could be a feeling of being trapped, but you know you're not really trapped. You're just having to wait something out or wait for something to change before you can move forward. There's a bit of a hanging about kind of a card here. I mean, it looks like it's stuck, right? And you might feel like you're stuck, but you're not really stuck. You're just waiting for something to move forward. We've got the Hierophant. This could be something that you're really committed to. So, but you might need to do things by the book. And Judgment, wow. Making really good decisions today. Not going back on your word. Persevering. 3 very strong cards there. What else? And nothing like the reading that I did first of all for this day. The Empress. All major arcana. Wow. You know that what you deserve, and you're holding your head up high now. And there could be movement forward today on that stuff that you've been waiting for. You might need to persevere a little bit more. It's probably a mixture of the two. Anyway, everything is in the flow, and it could be an emotional journey, an emotional adventure that you're going on. So the Hanged Man, I'm getting this feeling of kind of stuckness, but not really stuckness. It's like you've chosen to be stuck. You've chosen to persevere with something that is not in moving forward at the moment because it's worth it to you. Some people might say, oh, if it's not flowing, then don't bother. But that kind of point of view, anyone that is successful knows that you do need to persevere with it. Things don't just fall in your lap that are really worth getting. There's some things that you need to choose, and you need to keep on persevering toward it to get that victory, right? And that's what I feel is going on here with the Hanged Man. You're kind of stuck, but you're not. You've chosen to be stuck. You've chosen to persevere with something, and even though it might not be flowing, it's still worth hanging on in there for. Yeah, hang on in there, the Hanged Man. 5 of Cups. A little bit disappointing so far that it hasn't happened already, that you don't have the outcome yet, but it's still worth hanging on in there. What else? Well, I mean, what's behind that is a reunion of souls. So we could be talking about someone that you're interested in here, someone that you want to work with. It could be someone that you want to have a romantic relationship with, someone that you've decided on. You're hanging on there for the long term, persevering with it. It's an emotional journey. Right? An emotional adventure, even if you're not together yet. It doesn't feel like you're together yet. It feels like you're waiting for them. But worth doing is what I feel, or you've decided it's worth doing. So there's something about Hierophant here is being committed to it and doing it the right way, like being committed to it the right way. No, you're committed to it, so you're having to go about it the right way. Queen of Wands, taking action when you need to take action, not taking action when it's not your turn to take action, and just like knowing when, yeah. So some of you, if we're talking about a relationship here, right, you sometimes it's not yours to take action on just yet. So in other words, if you're in a position when you're waiting around for someone, you don't be pestering them with messages, right? If it's not your turn to speak or ask them or try and move this forward, if they're sorting something out, right? So I think from this is do it the right way. If you're committed to this person, do it the right way, and don't be trying to take action before it's your time to take action. Inspired action, you know when it's your turn to take action. You know what is yours and what isn't yours, right? No, I thought there was sexual energy behind that. Where did I see that? There's growth behind that. So past you might have been like trying to manipulate this, trying to push it further, trying to get them to make a move on it instead of realizing they are making a move on it. They're doing what they need to do, and that's theirs to do. It's not mine to do, and I can't speed it up. There's no point in putting the guilt on someone or pressurizing them. They just need to do it. So you might have grown and matured. And especially around the messaging thing, I'm getting around the messaging thing. Like, would older you be wanting that feedback from, wanting, some kind of attention from them, and be messaging them when, really it's not your place to be messaging them at the moment. And I feel like you might be making better decisions now. Judgment call, better decisions. Judgment. Why have we got judgment here? The Knight of Wands. I think you're making a judgment call today to allow them to be the one that is moving this forward. The Knight of Wands, allow them to come in with the passion, come in passionate towards you and claim you instead of you trying to, like I said, pressurize them into doing that. Stripping illusions. So stripping illusions, that could be the realizing what is yours to do and what isn't yours to do. We don't need to take control over things and push people about and manipulate them to do stuff. We can trust. If they want this too, they're going to do it, right? You don't need to push them into it or convince them to do it. The Empress, yeah, so it's the Empress energy. It's the Empress knows what she deserves, right? She knows it's coming to her and she can just wait for that. And so I'm going to let the cat out. So holding this Empress state of mind, and letting it come to you instead of that manipulation kind of thing. They lead on to each other quite nicely. Oh, Four of Wands, marriage. Oh, you know what it is that you deserve, Empress, yeah. And if someone's committed to you, they will come up with that. And you can't convince someone to commit to you. And you can't convince someone to be, put skin in the game and take those actions. But what you can do is wait for the one that will, right? And if you have found the one that will, and you're committed to them kind of thing, then it might just be about, it's time just to wait and trust them in that. What's behind this is retreat. So you're retreating your energy and you're waiting for them to make a move. Okay. Very clear energies today. So that Grace card is kind of saying it is in the flow, even when it doesn't feel like it's in the flow. It still is flowing, even if you are hanging about at the moment, because it's just not your turn. It's just not your turn. They're doing something. Your person's doing something. Now, if we're not talking about relationships here, apply it to any situation. It might not be your turn to take action at work to make something happen, It's that kind of thing. And be especially aware of when you are motivated just to get some kind of feedback, to get some attention. Try and grow out of that need for attention. That's why I was getting that messaging thing so strongly, because a lot of that is just about attention, isn't it? I'm bored. I want some confirmation from someone else that they're paying attention to me, and we send a message. A lot of the time it's about that. What about our love lives today? What's going on? Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. There you go. And I feel some of you have been trying too hard. You've been trying to move something along, even though someone is moving along or they're not. But, it's just not yours to move along. You don't need to pressure them or take the lead in that. You don't need to manifest it out of them. They're either going to do it or not. And that's their manifestation. It's up to them. So really getting in that empress state of mind that I deserve this. If they want me, they will come and do this. If they don't, then they won't, and that's all right. I don't need to try and force them to do that. The right one will come. So you have been trying too hard. You just need to give it time instead. What else in our love lives today? Take a reality check and go for it. Interesting you got go for it, because I'm really not feeling that it's a go for it kind of a day. But taking a reality check, and it could be that it's not the time to go for it. What else? What else in the energies today for love lives? Whoa, we have open up flying out there. You're opening up emotionally to somebody, or just opening up to receive. You got a spark with somebody. Oh, I can't pick it up. Huh? I really can't pick it up. What's going on? It's like stuck flat to the floor. Okay. You got a spark with someone. There's a spark of something, and you might have regrets about, this could be the messaging too much or trying to push them into something and all of that. Yeah, it feels like the same message really is open up in the Empress energy, open up to what is coming to you rather than try and push it. I think the regrets of pushing it, if you have done that in the past, you might be regretting messaging again. Forgive yourself for that if that's what you've been doing. But you've got a spark of something somewhere with someone here. Sparks are flying. And sometimes, it's nice to be chased. And you don't need to be the chaser all the time. Give them time. Give them time to miss you. Give them time to want to get in touch with you. Giving. Give them time to give to you. Let them give to you for a change, which requires you to give them space to do that, time to do that. Give them more time to come back with reciprocation. Happiness. Happiness around your love life today. There's responsiveness as well. Yeah, so if you take a step back, you might just get a response back. I know for me, like I'm very busy, so I don't spend a lot of time messaging and stuff like that. My friends will tell you, it's like it can go for a day without me. I can like look at it and not respond to it because I'm busy doing something else. But there have been people that have been like incessantly messaging me, and I'm less likely to get back to them. In fact, I'm more likely to block them. But if they're incessantly messaging me, if there's like 10 messages from somebody like on Facebook or something, I'll look at it. I don't have time to read through it, and so that'll be the one that just like gets ignored, just because I just don't have time to read through all of those messages. And so if you're doing it too much, there's going to be that pushback. It's like, I will get back to that later because I don't have time, and you might just be messaging too much. I don't know, it keeps on coming through again that I'm getting someone's messaging too much for sure. And there's a drought. Now, it could be this feeling of drought that is causing you to do that kind of thing for anyone that message is resonating with. But as I said, just check within yourself whether what you really want is attention, and give yourself that attention, or do something for yourself. It could be a boredom kind of a thing. That's what I mean by give yourself the attention. If you're bored and you want some attention, then go out there and do something really good for yourself, give yourself that attention. Anyway, what else is in the energies today? What else is in the energies today? We've got a shield. Does a need to defend yourself? Could be a need to defend yourself today. We've got a butterfly, a change for the better. And I think that's in yourself. I think you're transforming, especially for those of you that are maturing in that way when you realize, actually, I don't need to manipulate this. I can. We've got a man here. Could be on your staff. You'll be taken care of in difficult times by this man. It could be someone that's on your staff, someone working for you. Or it could just be a man that wants to take care of you when you're in difficult times, like a give and take kind of thing. We also have success here as well. You might be achieving something, be successful at something today. New home, new attitude. Some of you could have moved, you could be moving, you could be switching things up because of a move as well, or you could be considering that. Think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer, but this is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading. If you want me to pull one of these crystals out for a specific question that you've got, come along to a Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. I can use them in private readings as well. Usually in my private readings, I will just channel. I don't need any information from you. I just pull the cards out and channel. But if you do want to ask specific questions, put yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there. And choose the general guidance option or the love option. They're the only two that you can use for specific questions. And after you've booked in, click on the Contact Us page, put your questions in there. How best to deal with these energies today? Ooh, the sun. Be happy. Try and make yourself happy in yourself today. There is some hanging about energy, but instead of focusing on that and then trying to make it so that you're not hanging about anymore, just hang about. If it's worth waiting for, it's worth waiting for, and make yourself happy instead. Fantastic guidance. So think of a yes or no answer question. Now pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is no. Don't do it. Don't message them. There you go. Now you know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Your influx of comments is really helping my channel out now. Thank you so much for doing that, and keep it up. It's making a huge difference. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me as well. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, and I also make 3 love picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there right now. If you want to watch that next, you're very welcome to. Well, have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.